All right, you want to know the top things they don't tell you when you're going to join a real estate team? Well, in this video, I'm going to cover the top things that no one ever talks about when it comes to joining a real estate team. And stay to the end, I'll give you my number one thing that you would never expect when it comes to being on a team. Let's go. What's up, everyone? My name is Cameron Hodge with eXp Realty. And if this is your first time coming to the channel, on this channel, I talk about my journey being a newer agent in the last couple of years and my journey moving forward, as well as what it's like being with eXp Realty. And I'm always getting agents, brokers, team leaders reaching out days, nights, weekends, when it comes to making the decision to join eXp Realty or just get an honest opinion when it comes to joining. So if that's you, give me a call, text, email, whatever you have to do, or schedule a Zoom link down in the description below. And I got your back when moving to eXp Realty. Also, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and the little bell icon to be notified every time I drop a new video. All right, so in this video, I want to talk about my experience in being a newer agent when I joined a real estate team. And this could be relevant for those who are looking to start a team and kind of avoid some of these pitfalls, or also what to expect when joining a team. So obviously, I think we all get brought into the industry by someone who kind of convinces us to join. And that's kind of what happened to me, is like, hey, you should get a real estate license. I joined, ended up working with my broker, being on that team. But I didn't really realize the negatives I found in that until I left, went independent, and start to see other teams and network and start to meet other, companies, agents, and everything like that. And one thing I realized is being on a team, like, they need to provide value. Like if the team isn't providing enough value to the agents, then it's just a lopsided, agreement, really. If the agents are doing more value than what the team provides, there's really no benefit with them being on the team. And what I found was I really wasn't getting much training from the team other than like a weekly meeting and just sitting there like the newbie I was, just kind of like watching the big boys and girls talk about real estate. But in the end, I really wasn't getting too much training. There were a couple of classes, and like, it's cool to see certain scenarios and how they would solve them. But aside from that, like, there really wasn't much benefit. Also, like, any leads I was getting wasn't really solid because all the top producers in the team were getting those leads. So I've started to find out that every team's different, especially when it comes to split, and like the overall company that you're with really has a major impact in that. But I think that's one thing I could kind of tell everyone is, like, you have to choose like a good team. Like, even if you're joining, you have no idea what's going on, like, there's someone you respected. Look, in the beginning, like, just start somewhere. I think it's better to be on a team to start than going independent. But in the end, it's like, make sure you're in a place where you're getting value. So it's nice being on a team. Personally, like, definitely nice to have some kind of leads coming in. If you're brand new, you're not going to get like the top leads, obviously, but you're going to be getting some leads to work, at least have them be somewhat stable leads. So that way you can get practice being on the phone, showing homes, listing appointments. Like, even if you're like in the beginning not taking listings, make sure you're on a team that's at least letting you shadow people. And also, don't be afraid to ask as well, because a lot of times if you're not asking, even though you're on a team, you're not going to get, because it's in this industry, we're all crazy, we're all busy, we're all doing so much. It's really easy for new people to, like, you don't get what you don't ask for, or you only get what you deserve. And that's just a fact. And like, I learned that, because it's definitely, like, there were some negatives in the beginning. I was sore when I left that team, but in the end, I'm like, wow, it was a really good thing. And I was just kind of being stupid, really, to myself, and just being obnoxious about it. Like, there was actually a lot of good things about it. And maybe I could have asked, I think, to have a lot more than I did. Well, I don't regret my decision, because like, being at eXp, like, I am absolutely in love where I'm at, and don't see myself going anywhere else anytime soon. It's definitely make sure that you're going on a team that's going to allow you to do that. Especially if you're asking to shadow a listing appointment just to go along, and like another agent, your market, or the team leader just blatantly, it's just like, no, you're not going to come. Like, that's just obnoxious. So especially if they're like the team leader or the broker, like, they should be incentivized to make you into a behemoth of a sales machine, really, and to be an awesome agent on the team to benefit them. So if they're not tied to you being involved, and that's ridiculous. It's also why eXp is so great, because even if you join a team, but you're under a different rev share plan, like, that mentor has, a benefit in making sure that you're in a position to grow and foster, because they do get a financial benefit from that. And that's why I think a lot of people have it misconstrued that it's just a recruiting game. Like, you don't have to recruit, but having that added benefit because like a lot of people, like they just come to me and they're like, hey, like I just had a meeting yesterday. It was like someone's in Texas and like I'm getting licensed, but I would definitely want to like join underneath you and join a part of that, because you have the YouTube and like all your people above you. Like I want in on that, but I want to join a team. Like, that's okay. Like you can easily join under me, you get all that benefit, but then our group is so large across the US that we can find someone who has a team that works with you, and you can still join under that team. You don't have to be under that person to join the team. You can have a bigger vision and the upline that you want to be a part of, but at the same time join a team that gives you that short-term knowledge and benefit when it comes to moving forward. And I think one of the biggest things that people just don't tell you about teams is just the amount of, you have options, especially being a newer agent. Like you don't have to just choose the person that falls in your lap. There are a lot of companies, there's a lot of options, and maybe even EXP isn't the right fit for you, and if you're on the fence, reach out. Happy to have that conversation. So I have it all week, every day, but it's just making sure that you choose a position that's benefit for you when you're moving forward, right? Like I think for me, it was like blinders on. You're like, oh yeah, this person invited me. Like this is the only good option. Like once I left the team, I realized like, wow, there's a big real estate world out there, and it's finding what fits you and your goals and your business and what you have in your mind. If you just want to be a top agent on a team, but you never want to grow and deal with that headache overall of generating leads aside from your referrals, then definitely be safe with that. But those are my top things that I say to be careful of when it comes to joining a team. People don't talk about. People are like, oh, you should join a team, but then that's where they leave it. They're like, oh, you're new, join a team. Well, overall, you have options. Find someone that you respect and reach out to them for guidance, because maybe they're an independent agent, but they probably know top teams that they're like, hey, I respect this person. They run a team here in your area. I think it's a good fit for you to at least have a coffee with them and sit down. Let me make the connection. And I'm happy to do that. I've done that for other agents and I have no problem doing that. And really, when you find out, especially like EXP alone, like we're all here in it together, and just to benefit everyone to grow and to just not just grow the company, but just grow each other individually, because we all benefit when we're rising up, taking advantage. So if you're thinking about moving to EXP, or you're like, man, should I join a team or what team to join, and you just don't know, like reach out. I'm happy to have that conversation. I have it all the time and just absolutely love it. So give me a call, text, email, whatever you have to do. I have your back. We're moving to EXP. Without that, I will see you in the next video.